We've been telling you to stay away from the emerging markets. We've been very careful about these other places. And we just hope you listen. Because it's the big picture that matters. But today, I must tell you, was wild. And we're always trying to look for, if something's in a bear market, the turn. We're always looking for it, if it's going to show up. Some of the biggest bear markets in recent months have been China, gold and silver, commodities, and the like. And we know it has to do with certain things. The dollar's been strong, hurts commodities in commodity-based countries. So if the dollar weakens, that may mean better days ahead for those areas. And what happens in bear markets is the opposite of bull markets. In bull markets, the strongest stocks are over-owned, over-loved, over-leveraged. In bear markets, they're hated. They're under-owned. So if you can catch the turns early, you can make some cheese. And we do our own studies, but we also see other people's studies as we go through things. And we saw something the other day that somebody put out, that the difference between the commodities and the regular market is the most in ages, meaning a complete underperformance, and we all know that eventually things will go back to the norm. So we're always looking. And if it doesn't show up, it doesn't show up. And what we look for is real pessimism. We look for, we call it the coughing up of the stocks. You know, they gap it down, but they finish up after a big drop. Little things like that. Just letting you know, we may have seen, I'm going to use thinking about my terminology, maybe the start in the commodities, in the Russia, the China, the emerging, and the like. We may have seen the start of a process that potentially ends the downside for now. And I can tell you that gold today was strong and volume was heavy, and yeah, it was. But it's also a feel that sellers have taken a powder. So there is a chance. So if you own these areas still, not sure we'd be sellers. Notice we're not saying buyers. Just giving you a start.